Hey friends, how you doing? It's Craedon Rountree here. Hey, I'm going to take some time while I'm couch surfing and hanging out with some buddies. I want to take some time and show you a little bit of tricks, some of the things that I learned as a kid growing up in the big sky country of Montana. You might have heard of it. Anyway, these are a couple things that I've learned, and I'd like to pass them on to you since we're all home now. And you get a box, medium size. It all depends on how big you want to make this. I'm going to make mine kind of a medium. We're going to do a stained glass project. And I'm going to show you pretty much the easier way to build one of them things. Now, you want to have some gloves. I got me my Ben Davis workshop shirt on, but I don't want to get it dirty because, I'm trying to save that for another time. Anyway, what you want to do, the first few items are really no particular order how you want to do it, but I'm going to tell you, you want to make sure you got gloves on. Get something that the color of what your stained glass is going to be, get something similar to that. And get some shears, and you want to cut that up pretty good. You don't have to make it all tiny little pieces, but you want to make sure that you get it quartered up pretty good. And remember, it's awful sharp, so be careful. Don't let the kids do this. By God, they're going to be bleeding all night long. I'll tell you what, if you're going to help them with it, that's fine, but please don't let them do this. Help them with this part. But you want to get it quartered up pretty good. As long as it's split up, that's going to help. Now, if you want it darker, then add more. If you don't want it as big, add less. It's all a combination how you want to do it. Now take what I use as basic glass cleaner. I'll spray it 3-4 times. Whew, the fumes are something else. Now, the other thing you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of electrical tape. It's got to be electrical, but it can't be real wide. And you're going to want to stick in a couple pieces of those, that length. It just kind of gives it a little elasticity. Now again, the more you put in, the more elastic it's going to be. So you don't want it too elastic because it's stained glass. Remember, stained, hence the word stained and hence the word glass. Did I throw my bulb in there? No, hang on. Okay. We got to throw in our glass. And you want to throw in some ice cubes. I throw in about a handful of ice cubes. They can be square, they can be round, it don't matter. Just give that much. It helps to give a little bit of consistency in the bonds. And what else you're going to need? Speaking of bond, you're going to need a little gold bond. So you squirt that in there. And get some gold bond in there. Don't get on your fingers because I don't know. Well, no, I guess it's supposed to be healing, so I can't. I guess you can. Okay, now the next thing, you definitely want to get some gloves on this. I got my one glove on, so I'm good. Now you want to find some coins, and because it gives it a copper base, it gives it more of a conductivity. You're gonna have to heat it up a bit. You definitely have to heat it before you do the next project, and I'll show you why. You give that a little bit of heat. Now if you have a file, that's fine, but you're going to want to have like maybe if you have a grinder, you're better off. Yeah. You see that? Now that penny there, you took some of the copper off. It's going to be hot. Set her down. Now, depending on how much what's the word? If you don't put enough in it, it's going to look cheap. The more you put in it, the better off it's going to look. See the coin? Because you want to get a couple of the sides flattened out. I'm trying to make sure that we do this right. So we got a couple coins, and we're not going to reuse those. They're going to be part of the project, so don't worry about it. It's not like we're doing something wrong, okay? We're going to throw those in there. Now, the other thing I'm going to make sure you have to have, it's your TR3 resin. It's a resin glaze. It's an automobile cleaner polisher, and you're going to put some of that in there. Okay, and do not forget that, because if you forget that, you might as well just forget it all. Start all over. What I like to do is take a little bit of a silicone, blaster silicone. It's a dry lubricant. Get that in, and some camp dry. Okay, now one thing that I like to put in, because it helps bring the color out, is a brand new box of glow sticks. Well, brand new roll, and I'm not even sure if they even work, but it doesn't really matter. It depends on what's inside them that makes it tick. So let's just do that. So we got some different colors. We got orange. You know how to do glow sticks, right? You break them up, toss them in there. Got yellow and kind of a raspberry. Yeah, I don't know how bright these will be at nighttime, but we'll get them in. Everything. Oh, it smells good. I'm telling you what, this is going to be nice. And I'm going to use a little assembly lube. It's assembly lube. Now that's going to be the cure-all, and all you need is a drop. We got a drop in that son of a gun. Okay. All right. Now we're going to have to let it cure for just a little bit, but we're going to seal it up. And we're going to go ahead and get that sealed up. And you can feel the heat. You can literally feel the heat on that sucker. So we're going to let it sit there for a minute. We're going to let it sit. Now, and I don't know if you can see any heat coming off with the camera or not, but this is the best way to make stained glass. Okay, so I want you to just remember that, and you got to follow the steps. So we're going to sit for a minute, and then we'll open her up. Okay. Well, it's been about 25 to 35 minutes. I went in and had a bowl of white chili cheddar cheese something or other. Yeah, it was so good. Yeah, white cheddar with some bean casserole or something. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Now, please, if this don't turn out, I want you to show me some grace and forgive me, because I'm doing my best to try to get it done for you. So I hope that it turns out. Anyway, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your people, take care of the loved ones in your life. Don't make everything politics. Have some time for God, have some time for your loved ones, have some time for your friends, your neighbors. Have some time. Take some quality time. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I'll tell you what, my Ben Davises are sweating right now. I got my Ben Davises on, boy. Yep, there she did. She came out. She's still a little bit warm, but there she is. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just, yeah, it's pretty. I probably should have used a little bit more red. I don't know. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And by golly, if you got time, maybe you can show some friends that. And maybe you can get something and you see how it was done in the old days. Okay? Okay. You take care. Remember, someone's always watching you when you sleep.